So I'll be talking about the pigeonhole principle today, which is a very basic principle in counting. So the statement of the pigeonhole principle is very intuitive. It says that if there are n pigeonholes and n plus 1 pigeons going to them, then at least one hole must hold at least 2 pigeons. So as you can see in the figure right here, that there are 9 pigeonholes and 10 pigeons. So the bottom right corner has 2 pigeons and the rest of them have just the one. So you can see the statement playing out in this figure. So to prove this, we can use proof by contradiction. So let us assume that each pigeonhole contains at most 1 pigeon. So since there are n pigeonholes, then there will be at most n pigeons, which contradicts our statement, which says that there were n plus 1 pigeons. So basically this proves the statement. So we can have a small example here. So if there are 13 people in a room, then 2 of them were born in the same month. So here we consider the 12 months of the year as the pigeonholes and the people as the pigeons. So it means that there are 13 pigeons and 12 pigeonholes. So 13 people and 12 months of the year. So at least 2 people have the same birth month. So that was the basic pigeonhole principle. And I'll go to the general form of the pigeonhole principle, which says that if there are k pigeonholes and n pigeons going to them, then there is at least one pigeonhole with at least ceiling of n by k pigeons in it. So what is ceiling function? Ceiling of n denotes the smallest integer that is greater than or equal to n. So you can see a couple of examples here. Ceiling of 2.3 is 3 because 3 is the greatest integer. It is rather the smallest integer that is greater than 2.3, and ceiling of 3 is 3 itself because the equality condition plays out here. So this is also, this general form of the pigeonhole principle is also proven by contradiction. So let us assume that each pigeonhole consists of a maximum of ceiling of n by k minus 1 pigeons. So we'll consider this expression to be p. So we have the strict inequality here. So this is kind of intuitive because when n by k is an integer, then p is the integer that is then ceiling of, when n by k is an integer, then ceiling of n by k is basically n by k itself. So p is here the integer that is one less than that. And when n by k is not an integer, then ceiling of n by k is the integer that is just greater than n by k, and so that means p becomes the integer that is just less than n by k. So either way, it is a strict inequality. So as k is greater than 0, we can multiply k on both sides of the inequality, and which basically means that when we assume a maximum of n by k minus ceiling of n by k minus 1 pigeons per hole, then this plays out, and we get that there are less than n pigeons, which basically contradicts our statement, which said that there are exactly n pigeons here. So I'll go to another small example here, an extension of the previous one. So if there are 100 people, then there is at least 1 month when at least 9 people are born. So as in the first example, we consider months of the year as pigeonholes and the people as pigeons. So we get n is equal to 100 and k is equal to 12, and the ceiling function is 9, which means that basically there are 9 people who are born who have the same birth month in a group of 100. So another example here, which is a slightly trickier example, we'll use the pigeonhole principle to show that in a group of n people, there are at least 2 people who have the same number of friends. So basically, friendship is supposed to be mutual. So if I'm your friend, it just kind of assume that you're mine as well. So at first, we have a person can have 0 to n minus 1 friends, which means that there are currently n options. However, if a person has 0 friends, then no other person can have n minus 1 friends. For example, if there is a person A with 0 friends, then a person B cannot have n minus 1 friends because B is not an option. B is himself, he cannot be his friend, and A is not an option because A has 0 friends. So basically B is left with n by 2 options. Similarly, if a person has n minus 1 friends, no other person can have 0 friends. We can just follow a very similar logic there. So basically this leaves us with n people and n minus 1 options for the number of friends. This is mainly because 0 and n minus 1 cannot work at the same time. So it's either 0 or it's n minus 1. So with n people and n options, we assume people to be the number of pigeons and n minus 1 pigeonholes. We can directly use the pigeonhole principle, and that gives us, that basically proves that there are at least 2 people who have the same number of friends.